So welcome to Germany. You really got to appreciate the way that they take the time to embrace nature along with being a human being. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that we in the States don't take the time to do that. It's just that we have way more land. I know you guys are trying to figure out and you're wondering and you're thinking, what am I going to grow here in Germany? And I found my first crop. My first mysterious crop that, come to find out, it's grown in Minnesota, but I didn't even know about it. And it's sugar. It's a sugar variant. Back in the States, we are very familiar with sugar cane. But come to find out, in this region, well, you know, we know that it is too cold for sugar cane to grow here. I mean, you can grow it here, but it's not really worth your while. So for here in Europe and in much colder regions like Minnesota back home in the States, they grow sugar beets. Let's go check some out. All right, so we are where the fields are for this interesting vegetable that I'm talking about. So let me show you how they pile them up after they harvest them. These things, I mean, they're huge. Look at them. They're massive, right? And this is what they use. So I got a pretty interesting story about these that revolves around World War I. Let's go check out the pile that's not covered up, because I think they did this to protect it from some pretty heavy frost we had come in. But we're gonna go all the way over yonder. Can't see it, it's back there. Let's go check out that uncovered pile. Stick with me. I assume they put this in right after they got done harvesting all of the sugar beets, which is pretty cool. And I believe this cover crop is some type of mustard. That looks like some type of mustard. I don't know. It definitely looks like a mustard to me. Throw it down in the comments below if you know. Guys, this pile has to be, this gotta be at least 20 feet. Yeah, that's at least 20 feet. And they just got it piled up, you know? So let's talk about it. Okay, cool. World War I, the British blockade. See, during World War I, the British decided that they would set up their blockade in efforts to starve out the Germans. Now, during that blockade, since importation wasn't really at its highest, imagine that, what they discovered was these particular beets, sugar beets, could be and is a really good replacement for sugarcane. See, up until about 2 weeks ago, I had no idea that over 80% of the sugar here in Germany that is produced, it actually comes from beets. It doesn't come from cane at all. Now, you guys know that I enjoy growing sugarcane when I was in Maryland. And I also know this grows on enough at this point and understand the climate enough that I won't be able to do that here in Germany. It just doesn't get warm enough, and it doesn't stay warm long enough when it does get warm. But fear not, nature always finds a way. And of course, we as mankind adapt its way and we turn to the sugar beet. The biggest thing about them that is a difference is that you don't typically use the molasses that comes off of sugar beets because it tends to be, well, it tends to be quite bitter. But when it comes to the sugar, obviously, you never know the difference. This is not exclusive to Germany, nor is it exclusive to the German climate. If you find yourself in a similar grow zone where you don't have the growing degree days to produce sugarcane as a sweet treat, give sugar beets a try. That pretty much wraps this up. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.